Welcome everyone to the Health and Care Champion Awards 2021. I'm Michelle Ackley and I'm delighted to be in the studio tonight to present these awards. This evening we'll be introducing you to some incredible individuals, teams, groups and organisations who make up our fantastic finalists. The Greater Manchester Health and Care Champion Awards are the only Greater Manchester-wide awards to recognise people who regularly go above and beyond to improve the health and the well-being for the people of Greater Manchester. And we really were blown away by the number of nominations we received. It really was a difficult time for the judging panel to decide on the winners. Each and every nomination showcased the amazing community across Greater Manchester, and you should all be proud to be a part of tonight's celebrations. So congratulations to each and every one of you who's been shortlisted for an award, because it truly is an amazing achievement. And thank you to the judges for making these really difficult decisions. And don't forget, one of the shortlisted individuals or teams from across all categories has received a special recognition award from the Mayor. So stay tuned to find out who's won, because you never know, it could be you. And remember, if you've taken part in our raffle by submitting a photograph of yourself, you're in with a chance of winning some fantastic prizes, including indoor skydiving and the chance to see a Christmas concert at the Bridgewater Hall. Very nice. So stay tuned. We'll be announcing the raffle prize winners throughout the evening. Before we start, I'm sure you'll join me in thanking all of our award sponsors who have helped to make the awards possible. They are Health Innovation Manchester, NHS Professionals, Manchester Evening News, Manchester United, Hempsons, Marks & Spencer Market Street, Tesco and Hits Radio. We also want to say a thank you to iFly, the Bridgewater Hall and the Quayside Media City UK who provided our raffle prizes. And before we start handing out the awards, we have a short message from the Chief Executive of Tameside Integrated Care Organisation and Stockport NHS Foundation Trust, Karen James.
Hello, my name is Karen James and I'm the Chief Executive at Tameside Integrated Care Organisation and Stockport Foundation Trust. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you for what you have achieved and delivered over the last 18 months. It has been an unprecedented time and I've seen individuals and teams go above and beyond, and I'm so proud of everybody for what they have achieved, because we have been able to support our communities, our patients and their families through what has been a very difficult time for them and a very emotional and stressful time. But you have all been there for them, whether you've been working in health, social care or the voluntary sector. You've worked tremendously hard, and I'm really pleased that you've been nominated for all the hard work that you've done. And I just want to acknowledge that and thank you all. And I do hope you have a lovely evening and well done. You're all so fantastic and I'm so proud of the teams that have managed over the last 18 months. Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. Now, the pandemic has been a really challenging time for us all, hasn't it? And something we'll never forget, I'm sure. All of our nominees tonight have been instrumental in helping others through what can only be described as unprecedented. With the help of the Halle Orchestra, let's just take a moment to reflect on what a challenging 18 months it's been.
You must stay at home, because the critical thing we must do to stop the disease spreading between households.
Wow, it certainly makes you feel quite emotional watching that, doesn't it? So now, without further ado, we move on to the awards. We have 14 awards to present tonight, as well as some really special messages. And don't forget to look out for those raffle prizes. Winners will be selected at random throughout the night. And those who've been shortlisted for an award will have received a digital certificate earlier this week. So make sure you share your achievement on social media and don't forget to tag us in using the hashtag GMChampion21. And as we all can't be together in person tonight, I'd really love to see how you're all celebrating this evening. So please do share your photos of you watching the event, any selfies with these certificates. And if you're watching with friends, family, colleagues, we'd love to see those photos too. Remember, you can tag us in using the hashtag GMChampion21. All our winners will receive a winner's certificate straight after the announcement, so keep an eye on your inbox. And again, make sure you share your win on social media. In a few days, you'll receive a trophy just like this one. There we go. Very lovely, sparkly trophy. So here's our first category. It's the Adaptable Champion Award, sponsored by NHS Professionals. And this award recognises an individual who, during the pandemic, worked in a different or unfamiliar setting. Our finalists are Kelly Tattersall, Community and Partnership Manager, Oldham Leisure Centre, Paige Williams, HR Advisor, Wigan Council, and Tara Walters, Community Development and Administration Officer, Manchester Local Care Organisation. I'm going to start by telling you a little bit about each of them. Kelly Tattersall has worked at Oldham Community Leisure Centre for several years, and when the pandemic hit, all the leisure services in Oldham were shut down. But Kelly showed resilience and led the way by opening the doors to Oldham Leisure Centre as a hub for the Oldham Food Bank, delivering food to those in need in the most poverty-stricken areas of Oldham. Paige Williams, an HR advisor at Wigan Council, volunteered to be redeployed to the front line during the pandemic. At the community hub, she provided humanitarian aid to the most vulnerable residents, as well as practical support, helping with food parcels, prescription deliveries, and liaising with residents daily to assess their needs. Paige also offered mental health support and went above and beyond to help keep residents positive. During the pandemic, Tara Walters was redeployed to the Care Navigator service, which supports people on a one-to-one basis, connecting them to services in the community to support health and well-being. She had to learn the role quickly as there was a need to support people who find it difficult navigating their way through what's available in their local neighbourhood. 3 great finalists there, I'm sure you'll agree, to kick off the awards. So, I'm delighted to announce the winner of the Adaptable Champion Award is Paige Williams.
Hi everyone, first I just wanted to say a massive thank you. I was extremely grateful just to be nominated and shortlisted for this award. When I was redeployed last year from HR into the community, it was definitely something completely out of my comfort zone, going from working back office to working frontline and supporting some of our most vulnerable residents through such a difficult period of time. I think the best reward that you can get is knowing that you made a difference to people's lives and had such a positive impact through such a difficult period of time. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations, Paige. Truly well deserved. Next up is the award for Apprentice of the Year, sponsored by Marks & Spencer Market Street. And this award recognises apprentices for their outstanding commitment to improving the health and well-being of the people of Greater Manchester. So our finalists are Katie Hook, support worker apprentice at Etherstone Day Centre, Caris Wilden, apprentice at the Dock Surgery, and Leah Fitzpatrick, administrator at Avonlea Medical Practice. Now, Katie Hook joined Etherstone Day Centre as a volunteer. She then moved on to obtaining a placement through a successful apprenticeship interview, working one-to-one with customers who have critical care needs and a dementia diagnosis. This really was a big step for Katie, who herself has anxieties and autism. And she works within a team to organise and deliver activity programmes that are seasonal, fun and promote and maintain well-being. Caris Wheeldon joined the doc surgery for her business and administration apprenticeship during the pandemic. Since starting, Caris exceeded expectations and is happy to take on any task, often pushing the boundaries of her required work to learn about the role of others within the healthcare setting. Her colleagues say that she is always striving to learn and has also signed up to help out at a local vaccine centre at the weekend. Leah Fitzpatrick started her customer service practitioner apprenticeship with Avonlea Medical Practice in January 2021. A quiet and underconfident person, Leah felt like she wasn't capable, but Avonlea Medical Centre assured her that they believed in her. And she's since excelled at work and runs one of the COVID vaccine clinics, gaining nothing but positive feedback from patients who go out of their way to tell the practice just how good she is. 3 inspirational apprentices on the shortlist there. But sadly, there can only be one winner. I really don't know how the judges were able to decide, but I'm delighted to announce that the winner of Apprentice of the Year is Katie Hook.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for this award. This is truly such an honour. I have to be honest, I didn't really expect to win. I just wanted to say a few things. I've been doing this apprenticeship, I felt more like a person because I honestly didn't think I'd be able to get a job because of my disabilities. I've been in special needs schools and also day services myself for pretty much since I was little. I have many learning disabilities such as autism and dyslexia. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has been helping me throughout this apprenticeship. I am truly grateful to all the members of staff at the day centre I work at called Everstone, and also my manager Julie, who's also been supporting me.
Katie, you're awesome, well done. We're now moving on to the Collaborative Champion Award. This award recognises multiple teams, organisations or agencies that have come together to respond to the pandemic and have made a powerful impact through their work. Their 3 finalists are Amanda Rafferty and the Stay in Touch team in partnership with Salford City Council, Salford Being There, Salford CVS, Salix Homes, Salford Health Watch and 4 Housing. Hashtag Team Oldham in partnership with Oldham Council, Unity Partnership, IGP Care, Action Together and the Ministry of Defence. And the flight crew from Virgin Atlantic for Bolton NHS Foundation Trust, Sue Povey, Mia Povey, Katie Rainwaring, Laura Sutton, Fran Grundy and Lynette Blythe. Let's hear a little bit more about them, shall we? Amanda Rafferty, first of all, the Stay in Touch team and partners worked together to create a brand new service in the space of 2 weeks to help combat isolation and loneliness in response to COVID-19. The Stay in Touch telephone befriending service was instrumental in helping people feel connected and supported during lockdown, and it's gone on to help over 300 residents. Hashtag Team Oldham refers to one team from Oldham Council, Unity Partnership, Action Together and community organisations, commissioned partners and military aid who established large-scale asymptomatic test sites across the borough. At a scale and pace like nothing anyone had experienced before, they pulled staff together with diverse backgrounds and experience to undertake the many tasks required to mobilise 4 large test sites in just 4 weeks. Flight crew members from Virgin Atlantic, Sue Povey, Mia Povey, Katie Mainwaring, Laura Sutton, Fran Grundy and Lynette Blythe were grounded during the pandemic and were redeployed to Bolton NHS Foundation Trust. Putting their customer service skills to good use, they took up healthcare assistant and patient liaison roles, working to enhance patient experience thanks to a collaboration between the Trust and Virgin Atlantic. So well done to everyone on this shortlist. So the winner of the Collaborative Champion Award is the crew from Virgin Atlantic.
Okay, on behalf of me, Francesca, Sue, Mia, Katie and Laura, a massive thank you!
Oh, congratulations. And now for something a little different. We've got the first of our raffle draws coming up. So the first prize tonight is £50 worth of shopping vouchers at the Quayside Media City UK. So if you entered the raffle by sending us your photograph, you'll be in the draw and you'll see your faces on the screen. Now let's take a look. Where's it going to stop? I've got the magic hands, you see, so I can just stop it. And stop. There we go. There's our winner. Well done from Tara Baradia, a dentist from Manchester. You've won the shopping vouchers. Congratulations. The team will be in touch and get that prize onto you. Now back to the awards, and this category is a little bit different as the winner was chosen by the Manchester Evening News readers. The Community Champion Award is sponsored by the MEN and recognises an individual or group in the community for supporting others during such challenging times. Our finalists are Kim Rogers and Charlene Burns from Real Education Empowering Lives, Pauline Town, licensee at the Station Hotel, and the team at Humans Manchester. So Kim Rogers and Charlene Burns, founders of Real Education Empowering Lives, have worked tirelessly throughout the pandemic, as well as handing out food, clothes, toiletries, toys and furniture to those who had lost their jobs during the pandemic. They also kept up community morale by dancing and playing games in the street to help lift the spirits of the elderly and the vulnerable residents. Pauline Town has worked tirelessly to support the homeless, victims of domestic abuse and those facing poverty in Tameside since 2013. When the pandemic hit and her pub had to close, she decided to use her premises as a community hub, offering food and shelter for the homeless. She also handed out packed lunches to families and offered practical support and advice to those in need. And Humans Manchester was founded by friends Rachel and Louis, who launched their Coronavirus Care Greater Manchester campaign, the first food poverty charity in the region to launch a doorstep delivery service of emergency food and household goods. Quickly putting together a team of 45 volunteers, they recognised the challenges that COVID-19 was about to have on the vulnerable members of the community. So it's that time. We're going to find out the winner. To announce the winner, I'll hand over to Rob Briggs, Key Account Director at the Manchester Evening News.
Hello, I'm Rob Briggs, a Key Account Director here at the Manchester Evening News. I'm delighted to announce that the MEN readers have voted and have chosen their Community Champion winner. It was a very close run thing, but the MEN Community Champion winner is Humans MCR, or Manchester. Well done to everyone involved.
Wow, this is really amazing. We're the new kid on the block. We were up against some absolutely fierce competition. So this is an award that we were grateful to be nominated for and even more grateful to be shortlisted for, but an award that we never expected to win. So from behalf of everyone that works dedicatedly at Humans Manchester, thank you so much to everyone who voted for us. It's incredible recognition for all of the work that the team put in throughout the pandemic. Thanks ever so much.
Oh, congratulations, Humans Manchester. Now for the Inclusion Champion Award, sponsored by Hempsons. This award is for an individual or team who has gone the extra mile to champion equality, diversity and inclusion. So the shortlist is the COVID vaccine project for people with a learning disability at NHS Salford CCG, Salford Royal NHS Foundation Trust, Salford Primary Care Together, made up of 38 Salford GP practices and 5 primary care networks, Neve Brophy and the Homeless Palliative Care Service team at St Anne's Hospice, and Mohammed Tariq from Rochdale Care Organisation. We're going to start with the COVID vaccine project for people with a learning disability. With a death rate from COVID-19 over 4.1 times higher for people living with a learning disability, the team were determined that having a learning disability would not become a barrier to having a vaccination. The team trained up nurses, created easy-to-read COVID-19 vaccine leaflets and set up a dedicated vaccine booking line, and vaccines could be given either at home or at a vaccine centre. Next is Niamh Brophy and the St Anne's Hospice Homeless Palliative Care Service. The pandemic brought many additional challenges for those experiencing homelessness and those with palliative and end-of-life care needs too. The team at St Anne's Hospice reached out and improved the end-of-care life for homeless people, which can be traumatic and often undignified. And finally, Mohammed Tariq, who has demonstrated truly inclusive leadership qualities over the last year. Recognising the challenges faced by BAME staff and communities due to the impact of the pandemic, he has never been afraid to put himself out there, knowing that his actions will have a positive impact on the lives of others. An advocate for Muslim staff, he's helped organise and contribute to multiple webinars to combat the spread of misinformation about COVID-19 and vaccines. More amazing finalists. And I'm delighted to announce the winner of the Inclusion Champion Award is the COVID Vaccine Project for People with a Learning Disability.
Thank you very much. I'm really honoured and privileged to be here to receive this award on behalf of the Salford system. I think getting COVID-19 vaccinations out to a really vulnerable group, those with learning disabilities, has been a massive privilege to be able to do that and be involved in that success. It has been true integration and collaboration between the various partners within Salford, including our CCG colleagues, nurses with specialist skills, people with learning disabilities, primary care, and our acute trust. It's been a real collaborative effort to make sure we get vaccines out to the most vulnerable group in our society. We worked really hard to overcome barriers to vaccine hesitancy. We had easy read letters, we had dedicated phone lines set up. We persevered to engage individuals on that journey to ensure the importance of that vaccination. We set up bespoke clinics in a much calmer environment and took a really individual approach to making sure people get the care that they need, that we get the vaccine out to them, and that we work really hard together to make sure that we help save as many lives as we can. I'm really proud of everything that we've achieved today.
Amazing work there. Next up is the Innovation Champion Award, sponsored by Health Innovation at Manchester. This award recognises an individual or team whose ideas or innovation at a time of crisis resulted in a positive change for others. The finalists are Professor Andrew Ustianowski, National Clinical Lead, NIHR COVID Vaccine Research Programme, the Signet team at Northern Care Alliance NHS Foundation Trust, and the Mortuary team at Tameside and Glossop Integrated Care NHS Foundation Trust. Professor Andrew Ustianowski has made an overwhelming contribution to the health and care of the people in Greater Manchester, but also across the country. As well as working at North Manchester Hospital, doing his clinical role and ward rounds, he also stepped forward and led the National Clinical Research Vaccination Programme. He did this in his own time and was the vision behind Greater Manchester Vaccine Research Programme. His passion to give Greater Manchester people the best opportunities to improve their health and protect their families really is unwavering. Now, the Signet team was developed as a direct result of the COVID-19 pandemic. With restrictions in place, families and friends weren't able to visit loved ones in hospitals and care homes, resulting in people dying alone. The Signets were recruited across a variety of services that were no longer able to function, including medical students and volunteers. Passionate about supporting end-of-life care throughout the pandemic, the team provided essential and compassionate care and support for people as they approached the last days of life. Each Signet carried a backpack with everything needed to fulfil their role and facilitate memory-making, comfort, faith and cultural beliefs. And finally, the Tameside and Glossop Mortuary team, who exceeded all expectations as they worked around the clock throughout the pandemic to ensure the deceased and their families received expert care and compassion. They were one of a small number of mortuaries in the country that challenged boundaries and made it possible to resume viewings of the deceased for family members. Wow, another really good shortlist, isn't it? It's so difficult to choose. But our winner for the Innovation Champion Award for 2021 is the Signet team.
Thank you, that's amazing. Gosh, I'm lost for words. What a massive achievement, and thank you for giving us this opportunity and giving the team the recognition that they deserve. Thanks to the Director of Nursing, the team leaders that made this happen, the Signet team, obviously, and all those staff supporting them, the palliative care teams, the bereavement teams, the mortuary staff, the ward staff on the clinical areas. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, really incredible work there again. We have something a little special for you next. We let a couple of famous faces know about tonight's awards, and they've recorded us some messages that they want to share with you. Let's take a look.
Hello, I would just like to say a personal thank you to all those key workers who worked tirelessly throughout the pandemic. Thank you very much.
Thank you to everyone working in health and social care in Greater Manchester. Thank you for all the amazing things you've done, the sacrifices you've made and the people you've helped during this pandemic. A really special thank you from me and everyone you've helped.
Hello cockers, it's Hacker the Dog here from the telly. I'd like to give a big shout out to all of you who volunteered this year to help people in your community. You are amazing cockers, and a big thank you to all of our key workers out there. You're incredible and help keep the country going through these difficult times. And a big thank you to all of our NHS workers. You have worked tirelessly and selflessly during the pandemic, and we can't thank you enough cockers. Thank you. Thank you! Thank you!
Hi everyone, this is Julie Esmondel, just saying a massive thank you to everyone who has helped us through the pandemic. Our key workers, our NHS staff, our volunteers, delivery drivers, food bank volunteers, supermarket workers, all of you. We couldn't have done it without you. We're not there yet, I know, but take care in the meantime and thank you for everything.
NHS workers, delivery drivers, supermarket staff, teachers, volunteers, you are all amazing and we thank you so much for your hard work during the pandemic. You've worked tirelessly and selflessly throughout and we can't thank you enough.
Greater Manchester, thank you. Thank you. You are exceedingly special. Say yeah.
Oh, and thanks to our celebs there who took the time to send a message. We really do appreciate it. Now we're going to move on to the next award, which is for a Key Worker Champion, which is sponsored by Tesco. This award recognises those who have worked as a key or essential worker outside health and care and have made a significant contribution to the well-being of others. The finalists are Francis Murray, Director of Homeshine Limited, Sheila Cunningham, Operation Communication Branch Supervisor at Greater Manchester Police, and Thomas Newby, Emergency Ambulance Crew at St John's Ambulance. Frances Murray and her team put down their cleaning equipment when the pandemic hit and instead provided food for the local hospital and food banks, memory boxes for patients at end of life, and helped patients who were discharged from hospital with no family to turn to. Frances supported the elderly and vulnerable with their shopping and became a friend to those who felt isolated during lockdown. For the last 20 years, Sheila Cunningham has committed her life to the people of Greater Manchester through her work with the police. Throughout the pandemic, she has worked tirelessly, often working above and beyond her core duties. She's played an active part in resourcing our critical areas of business, including in our emergency control room and radio dispatch room, ensuring that despite the significant challenges brought through COVID-19, the service offered to Greater Manchester people has been as seamless as possible. And last but not least, Thomas Newby. When Thomas was grounded as a flight attendant with TUI, he stepped up and worked at Tesco delivering food to the nation in and around Greater Manchester, whilst also volunteering as a COVID-19 hospital care worker at Tameside. Since then, he's turned his whole career around and is now working on the ambulances for St John's Ambulance, working throughout all of the lockdowns supporting North West Ambulance Service and NHS Stockport patient transport. It's my pleasure to announce that the winner of the Key Worker Champion is Frances Murray.
Hi, I'm Frances and I'm the proud owner-director of Homeshine Limited. I'd like to say a massive thank you to everybody who nominated for us to be the winners of the Key Worker Award 2021. It's an outstanding achievement for myself and my team, and I will take it with pride. So thank you everybody out there, and I will continue to carry on our outstanding work for the whole of Greater Manchester. Thank you once again.
Congratulations again, Frances. The next award is for our Leadership Champion. This award recognises an individual who's shown strong leadership at any level, driving positive change for the benefit of others. The finalists are Dr. Helen Wall, Senior Responsible Officer for COVID Vaccinations and Clinical Director of Commissioning, NHS Bolton, CCG. Masen Ahmed, Dentist and Chair of the Greater Manchester Local Dental Network, Glodwick Dental Centre. And Faisal Bokaru, Deputy Head of Medicines, Optimisation and Non-Medical Prescribing, Lead NHS Tameside and Glossop CCG. Leading the COVID vaccination programme in Bolton, Dr. Helen Wall's enthusiasm and passion stood out. Her focus has always been that vaccination of everyday individuals counts, and she's been willing to lead on the front line as well as coordinating the response. This constant drive on behalf of local people has had an immensely positive response from all partners in Bolton. Mohsen Ahmed from Oldham is up next, and Mohsen is a dentist who's shown strong leadership within his community and across Greater Manchester throughout the pandemic. He inspired people to come together and work towards achieving innovation in dental care that made a real difference. He led the way with urgent dental care by being the first dental practice in the region to open up at the very beginning of the pandemic. During the pandemic, Faisal Bokaru worked tirelessly on a number of key elements of the health and social care pandemic response. He established an online hub where care homes could seek help with specific COVID-related matters from pharmacy teams, as well as organising a delivery service for medicines for isolated patients. During the COVID vaccination programme, Faisal provided leadership and support to primary care networks and was instrumental in ensuring vaccine sites were set up. And the winner is Faisal Bokaru.
Hi everyone, thank you so much. I'm really grateful and delighted to be chosen for the Leadership Champion Award. It does really mean a lot. I would like to express my gratitude to colleagues that recognise my leadership abilities and nominated me. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my family, who've been understanding at the busiest of times and a constant support to me. A massive thank you goes out to the medicines management team at Tameside and Glossop CCG for being a brilliant team to be a part of. It goes without saying, it has been a difficult rollercoaster over the past 20 months for everyone across the health and social care system, but there have been many opportunities for aspiring leaders like myself to showcase our ability and make a difference. If there is one message that I can give to aspiring leaders today, that is to grasp hold of opportunities that are presented your way and use that opportunity to showcase your skills. And on that note, I would like to congratulate all the winners, all the finalists and everyone that was nominated for these awards.
Thanks, Faisal. Now, this next category is for the returning champion. This award recognises an individual who's returned to their profession to help support our health and care services. The finalists are Christine Dean, a nurse with NHS Trafford CCG, Catherine Haslam, Community Services Oldham nurse, and Sheila Fisher, a clinical supervisor at Wigan Vaccination Hub. Firstly, Christine. Christine Dean retired from general practice nursing 4 years ago to look after her husband, who after a long illness is now sadly in a wheelchair. Despite this challenge, Christine decided to apply to return to nursing so that she could help people during the pandemic. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Christine has worked across Trafford, supporting many of the COVID clinics with vaccinations. And Catherine Haslam has returned to the NHS during the pandemic after she left 6 years ago to set up a new business. Wanting to give back and help at the time of crisis, she joined the Signet team, who we learned about earlier. Supporting patients at their end of life, she also helped support their families who were left behind. As well as being a Signet, she would volunteer at her local community COVID facility, carrying out clinical shifts. Since she's been promoted to unit sister and is always wearing a smile and motivating others. And finally, Sheila Fisher. Sheila was eager to return to the NHS workforce to help during the pandemic. In early January 2021, she joined the busy vaccination hub in Wigan, undertaking a clinical supervisor role and also home visits for vulnerable and housebound patients. Her enthusiasm to help others and use her specialist clinical skills has been invaluable. Another fantastic shortlist, but again, there can only be one winner. And I am delighted to announce that the winner of the Returning Champion Award is Catherine Haslam.
Being shortlisted for this award came as a genuine surprise to me, and I'd really like to thank those that nominated me. I am truly overwhelmed. Coming back during the pandemic, I've had the privilege to work alongside dedicated and compassionate colleagues who've gone above and beyond and worked tirelessly to support patients, families and each other during some really, really difficult times. And it's these amazing people that have helped reignite my passion and my love of nursing. And I'd really like to thank them for that. And I would not be here tonight receiving this award if it wasn't for them and the support of my amazing family and friends. So thank you for the nomination. Thanks to each and every one of you. It's a real honour.
Oh, Catherine, thanks to you. You're a true inspiration. We've got another raffle prize to give away now, and this prize is a fantastic treat for you and a friend to visit the Bridgewater Hall and to watch one of their Christmas concerts. How lovely is that? Your faces should be flashing on your screens now. Magic hands at the ready, and we're gonna stop now. And this is Kirsty Kennington. Congratulations, a community learning disability nurse from Salford Care Organisation. Well done, Kirsty. I'm sure you'll have a great time. You know, if you need someone else, you can always take me. I love a concert. That prize will be on its way tomorrow. Back to the awards. Now we have the Student of the Year Award. This award recognises students for their outstanding commitment to improving the health and well-being of the people of Greater Manchester. Our finalists are Amber Lynch, physiotherapy student at Manchester Metropolitan University, Annabelle Clark, adult nursing student at University of Salford, and Mira Saravunan, wellbeing activist for Be Well. Amber Lynch worked extremely hard despite challenges of being a physiotherapy student during the pandemic. For a final placement, she applied to be part of a project looking into the health inequalities experienced by people dealing with hardship and homelessness in Manchester. She shone through as a natural leader and went above and beyond to think of innovative ideas to improve healthcare for people in need. Amber has shown a passion for improving the health and well-being of the people of Greater Manchester, in particular those who are experiencing hardship and homelessness. Now, throughout her adult nursing course, Annabelle Clark worked tirelessly to make the very best of a complicated academic year. When finally able to work in a medical placement, Annabelle stood up to the task to ensure her patients received the best care she could offer them. Even in the face of the pandemic, Annabelle has sought to make the best of the worst scenarios, continuing to learn and grow as a person through her education. Always willing to learn new information, but never afraid to question the information she's given. And Mira Saravunan is a young person who has strived to make real change surrounding the issue of mental health and well-being for young people. Working on the #BeWell project, she has been a voice for young people in Greater Manchester, attending meetings and presenting to academics about the importance of young people's well-being, all whilst completing a final year at school. And it gives me great pleasure to announce that the winner of the Student of the Year Award is Amber Lynch.
Thank you so much. To have even been nominated for this award was a surprise enough, so to win the award for the Homeless Project is really amazing. And I'd definitely like to thank Jean Ashbrook for nominating me and for getting the project up and running and starting the whole thing in the first place. It was really great to be involved in the project, so I'd like to thank everyone else that's helped out along the way, including the different charities that we've worked with. If you don't know much about the Homeless Project, it's basically about creating physiotherapy provision for the homeless community in Manchester, because nothing like this exists in Manchester. So yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, well done to you, Amber. Our next award is for the Volunteer Champion, sponsored by Hits Radio. This award recognises the contribution of individuals and teams of volunteers who have made an outstanding contribution to the lives of others, such as service users, patients, carers or staff, and other volunteers. The finalists are Donna Thomas, CEO, the Anthony Seddon Fund; Aisa Arif, volunteer, Bury Asian Women's Centre; and Hassan Patel and Imran Musa, cultural support volunteers at Bolton NHS Foundation Trust. Following the death of her son Anthony by suicide, Donna Thomas set up the peer support mental health charity, the Anthony Seddon Fund. During the pandemic, she continued to work and help support those in the community by delivering food parcels, collecting prescriptions and providing mental health support. Although she's the CEO of the charity, Donna remains an unpaid volunteer and doesn't receive any payment for her role. Aisa Arif is a dedicated volunteer for Bury Council's Community Hub. During the pandemic, she worked on the front line helping families, the vulnerable and the elderly who were all affected by COVID-19. As a volunteer, she's provided tailor-made services to accommodate individual needs, including setting up a halal food bank, delivering food and picking up medication. As well as all of this, Aisa set up online Zoom exercise and yoga classes, information and education sessions, self-care and chat forums, so she could keep her community motivated. And now for Hassan Patel and Imran Musa. Hassan and Imran were recruited as trust volunteers at Bolton Hospital and were trained in infection control, provided with all the resources they needed to visit patients safely on all wards. They learnt how to use hospital devices to carry out video calls to families, enabling them to connect with their loved ones. Giving up their evenings and weekends, they would visit the wards to support people in hospital and their families. At the time the nomination was received, Hassan and Imran had carried out more than 400 visits. Such amazing volunteers, all worthy finalists. But there must be a winner. To tell us who's won, I'm going to hand over to Michelle Livesey at Hits Radio.
Hi, I'm Michelle Livesey from Hits Radio, and we are delighted to be sponsoring the Volunteer Champion Award. So, the winners of this year's Volunteer Champion Award goes to Hassan Patel and Imran Musa.
I would like to thank all those involved in nominating myself and Imran. I'd also like to thank Bolton Council of Moss and Royal Bolton Hospital for making this happen, and especially giving us the opportunity to visit the loved ones who were in hospital and the family members could not visit them during the pandemic. It was heartbreaking to see those families who could not see and meet their loved ones, but we were given the opportunity to do video calls and make that happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much everybody for the nominations, and we would like to thank, as Hassan said, we would like to thank PCOM and the Royal Bolton Hospital, and especially Rachel, who enabled us to go and visit the patients who couldn't have any family members or loved ones to come and see them. And for me in particular, this has been an overwhelming experience, because Royal Bolton Hospital in itself, at the age of 18, actually saved my life. But this was a chance for me to give something back to the people of Bolton, to give something back to the Royal Bolton Hospital. We greatly appreciate this and the chance that you have given us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done again to Hassan and Imran. Your work has meant so much. We're now moving on to the Wellbeing Champion Award, which is sponsored by Manchester United Football Club. This award is for an individual or team who help deliver initiatives aimed at supporting the physical and mental health and well-being of others. The 3 finalists are Abba Graham, Race Relations Advocate, Ebony and Ivory Community Organisation, Guy Hampson, Life Coach, Third Space Bolton, and Abdul Shakur, BAME, COVID-19, Dementia, Learning Disabilities Link Worker, Tameside, Oldham and Glossop Mind. Let's start with Abba Graham, shall we, who at the start of the pandemic set up Stockport's first ever African and Caribbean cultural food bank. Abba has worked tirelessly for decades as a race relations advocate in Stockport, and knew access to cultural food would be difficult for most in Stockport as it's only sold in Manchester. With restrictions in place, she decided to set up the food bank so people didn't have the strain of travelling into Manchester to buy food. Often she would hand deliver food parcels to people she knew were ashamed and would not come forward. Since the pandemic hit, she's delivered over 3,500 food parcels. Next up is Guy Hampson, who turned his life around in prison and came out with a desire to help others. He gained an FA qualification in football coaching and set up walking football groups in partnership with Bolton Wanderers. Some of the participants have themselves gone on to become coaches. Not content to only helping men get physically fit, he combined football coaching with life coaching and was part of the founding team of Build Bolton Well. He helps men with their mental health and helps develop their skills. And Abdul Shakur created a social media platform to send information about COVID-19, dementia, mental health and learning disabilities via WhatsApp. When face-to-face engagement wasn't possible, the social media platform created 5 broadcasting lists for over 1,000 people to send the information about COVID-19 every day in 5 different languages. He created informative videos in 3 different languages with different partnerships about why ethnic minorities were reluctant to have the vaccine. As well as this, he was instrumental in creating information in all varieties to help different cultures make informed decisions. So, let's find out who's won. The winner of the Wellbeing Champion Award is Abba Graham.
My name is Abba Graham. Work in the Stockport area and I fight for equality and justice around disability, race and generic well-being. Thank you for nominating me, and it's also very gratifying. The confidence that we work with only comes by what the community brings to us. And I would like to thank you for this award and appreciate that somebody nominated me. And I will make sure that I'll use this mantle to be able to empower others to find themselves and to develop themselves in the best way possible.
Congratulations, Abba. Inspirational words there. We have our final raffle prize up for grabs now. This is the Indoor Skydiving Prize, courtesy of iFly. I've always wanted to do an indoor skydive. This is a great prize with 4 tickets up for grabs for the lucky winner, so you can take your friends. Your faces are going to be spinning around on the screen now, so where's it going to stop? Nobody knows. And stop. And the winner is Guy Hampson. Guy is a life coach and mentor at the charity Third Space in Bolton. Well done, Guy. Your prize will be on its way. Now, we've reached our penultimate award for the Young Champion. This award recognises the contribution of under-16s in improving the health and well-being of others. There are no finalists for this award. The winner was selected from all young entries received. And to reveal the winner, I'll hand over to Sir Richard Lees.
Hello, I'm Sir Richard Lees and I'm honoured to announce the winner of this year's Young Champion Award. Devastated by the news that his friend had leukemia, our young champion was determined to help. He had an idea and literally ran with it. 100 kilometres in 50 days, raising over £200,000 for the Royal Manchester Children's Hospital. He is an inspiration to us all. Congratulations, Freddie, you are our young champion of 2021. We
also have some familiar faces to say thanks. I wonder who they could be.
Hi Freddie, Ben Mee here. Just want to say congratulations on winning Young Champion of the Year award. You should be really proud of yourself for what you've achieved. You know, you're an absolute inspiration for us, for everyone around you, I'm sure. And yeah, from all of us at the club, we want to say congratulations and well done again.
Congratulations, Freddie! Well done on winning Young Champion of the Year. Thank you for the wonderful fundraising you've done for Royal Manchester Children's Hospital charity. You know how much the whole team thinks you're absolutely fab, our superstar. You and Hewitt are such an inspiration and you both continue to amaze us. Thank you so much, Freddie!
Thank you for choosing me for the Young Champion of the Year award. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who donated and shared my fundraising. I just want to dedicate this award to Huey and everyone at the Royal Manchester Children's Hospital. Keep being brave. Thanks.
Our final award of the night is the Mayor's Special Recognition Award. This award recognises the outstanding contribution of an individual or team who have gone that extra mile to help others during the pandemic. And to reveal the winner, it gives me great pleasure to hand over to the Greater Manchester Mayor, Andy Burnham.
Hi, I'm Andy Burnham, Mayor of Greater Manchester, and I'm honoured to be supporting this year's Greater Manchester Health and Care Champion Awards. The awards are extra special this year as we recognise healthcare professionals, volunteers, community champions and many others who have gone above and beyond during the pandemic. I was lucky enough to take part in the judging panel and I read the nominations and was blown away by the number of selfless acts and dedication that the people of our Greater Manchester region have shown for others during these unprecedented times. To recognise this, I am pleased to announce that I will be awarding the Mayor's Special Recognition Award. This award recognises the extra special contributions of a team or individual that has helped benefit the people of Greater Manchester. I'm delighted to announce that Niamh Brodie and St Anne's Hospice Homeless Palliative Care Team are this year's winner of my Special Recognition Award. Congratulations to you all and thank you for all of the work you do and have done offering palliative and end-of-life care to people who are homeless.
Thank you so much for this award. Here at St Anne's, we believe passionately in ensuring that everybody can access palliative care no matter where they are in our city, no matter where they come from. We work collaboratively with our partners across the health and social care sector to ensure that we can provide care and support world-class palliative care to the most vulnerable members of our society. Modern hospice care is so much more than just what happens in this building. It's about going out and reaching people within our community where they need it, when they need it, and how they need it. We want to thank you so much for this award. It will raise awareness of our service and we want to thank and we're so grateful for the support of all of our partners across health, social care and the homeless sector who enable us to do our jobs every day. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations again to St Anne's Hospice. You really do some incredible work. Well, that is it. What a fantastic night it's been. It really has been an honour to present these awards tonight and share a little bit about each of the brilliant finalists. And I have to say, I feel truly humbled by all of your achievements. Before we finish, I'm sure you'll join me in thanking all of our awards sponsors who have helped make the awards possible. And they are Health Innovation Manchester, NHS Professionals, Manchester Evening News, Manchester United, Hempsons, Marks & Spencer Market Street, Tesco and Hits Radio. And we also want to say thank you to iFly, the Bridgewater Hall and the Quayside Media City UK who have provided our raffle prizes this evening. All our GM Champion winners will have received their certificates tonight during the award celebration, so please do check your inbox and don't forget to celebrate your win on social media. Tag us in using the hashtag GMChampions21. Thank you to you all for being a part of the awards and joining us. Good night.